It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, tonight the New York Knicks taking on the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic begin the game with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Knocked loose. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Into the front court comes Smith. Down four. Gord top, rocking the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Possession lies with New York. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Korver to Dennis Smith Jr. And the basket good at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Knicks with the basketball. Short jumper off the mark. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Fournier. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. To Dennis Smith Jr. Korver. Here comes the screen. Smith to Julius Randle. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Smith with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Korver. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Smith to Julius Randle. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Aaron Gordon. It'll stay New York basketball. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 13, Marcus Wallace.
Smith down to Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from
Throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Smith. Great dish to set it up. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
In the slam.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Smith now into the front court. Trailing by 4. Screen coming to Dennis Smith Jr. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, he had it. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Julius Randle, couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
New York Knicks basketball. Smith to Korver. Probing the defense. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Smith to Korver from long range. Not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Smith into the front court. His team down 9. Randle. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Vucevic. Slam dunk.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Gortat to Julius Randle. Down for Smith. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
I got you. I'm on D.
Korver to Julius Randle. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Another possession, they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Smith with it up top. 9-point margin.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Augustine with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Julius Randle. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit them where it hurts.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll go tactics now in this first quarter of play.
Receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Orlando.
5-second violation. Sexton. That is great vision to set it up. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Sexton. To Julius Randle. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Offensive and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Sexton. Here comes the screen. Sexton to Julius Randle. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Driving right to the basket. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Can you stand? Come, can you stand? I got your help here.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. New York in control of the basketball. Sexton. Ntilikina. The pass set it all up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Sexton to Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some change of his own. Calls it a...
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Orlando. Substitutions, New York.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ntilikina into the front court. They trail by 7. And look out. Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Taj Gibson to Dennis Smith Jr. Off the mark. Isaac. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Smith. Second effort. And it's rejected.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Ntilikina. Screen coming. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Fournier. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Trying to cash in. That's no good. And finishes strong.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Ntilikina with the basketball. Down a bundle. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The possession lies with New York. Ntilikina, deep left corner. To Ntilikina. Gibson. To Dennis Smith Jr. For 3. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Julius Randle, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Gibson. Aaron Gordon sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Fires the 3. Defense taking a page from Ntilikina. Missed the 3. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Magic entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting for the Orlando Magic. The Knicks have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Into the front court comes Smith. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. To Gortat. The Magic with the rebound. Magic have it.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Tough make through traffic.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Smith. To Korver. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Easy path to the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Got ball. Hey, watch the screen left.
To Gortat. Yes, marching Gortat. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper stays out. To Vucevic. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Randall to Korver. Here comes the screen. Nikola Vucevic tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Fournier. Missed a wide-open look. Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Dennis Smith Jr. trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Possession lies with New York.
I got this clown. Let's go.
Here comes the screen. Nikola Vucevic snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cashes in for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Julius Randle. To Korver.
I got yours. Swift, I got yours.
Deep and a putback slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Aaron Gordon sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
And counted at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Randle to Korver. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Vucevic. He throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
It's no good. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Smith.
Block up.
Here comes the screen. To Korver. 4-3. Taken by Vucevic.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nikola Vucevic with a piece. Yes, Marcin Gortat. He's 3 for 7.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Julius Randle. Dennis Smith Jr. Rebound pulled in by the Magic. Julius Randle with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Aaron Gordon pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
It's Orlando's ball. And a throwdown.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Sizing up the defense to Gortat. Not today. The Magic have the rebound. Augustine with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Smith into the front court. Down a bundle. To Korver. Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Shot, boy.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. And count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Marcin Gortat swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Smith. They go down low to Randle. Won't go.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. Hey, check up. Let's go.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
The assist from number 5, Dennis Smith.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Wide open look, won't go. The drive, right to the basket. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Curling inside. Short jumper won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And scores. Strong take.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jonathan Isaac rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Isaac. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
I got ball, I got ball. I got something for him.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Smith to Gortat. Yes, marching Gortat. Now 4 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for Orlando.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Ntilikina into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Ntilikina. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Got him. Good track, good track.
To Fultz. Vucevic.
Great, great, great. What's your boy? What's your boy? Give me one.
Fires the three. Rebound comes to Vucevic. Knicks come away with it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. So far, all Magic. It's Magic basketball here as we the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into the...
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, time.
Dennis Smith Jr. matched up with Aminu. To Corver. He's looking for that touch. Slams it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark at the line. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Gortat rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. To Fultz. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Nope. First one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Smith. Great look and vision.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Smith. Screen coming.
Screen, I got your help.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Julius Randle. Gortat. Going to launch beyond the arc. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Match up, baby.
To Julius Randle. Corver. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Reggie Bullock at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Smith now. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Rises for the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle. Rebounded by Orlando. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Magic secure the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic added a win with today's solid victory, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. On behalf